Okay, so let's get right into it. Arsenal are sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League. But, a storm is brewing. Just when it feels like their title ambitions are finally within reach, a massive crisis is threatening to tear it all down. So we're going to break down just how fragile their position really is and what this injury storm actually means for their shot at the title.
Wow, I mean, that's a stark warning, right? And it just perfectly captures the drama of what's happening. This isn't just some other setback for Arsenal. No, this one feels different. It feels heavier. It's the kind of moment that can seriously define an entire season. So, what is this latest blow? Well, it all comes down to a single event, one that has sent some major shockwaves through the entire squad. And there it is, Ben White. He's a total cornerstone of Mikel Arteta's defense, and he's been forced off the pitch. Now, for a team that relies so heavily on a consistent, solid backline, losing a player of his caliber is a huge, huge problem. But, the real issue isn't just that he's gone, it's the timing of it all. A minimum of 4 weeks. Let that sink in. In the absolutely relentless pace of the Premier League, 4 weeks can feel like a total eternity. That is a massive chunk of crucial games where Arsenal are going to be without one of their most reliable guys.
But here's the thing. White's injury isn't just happening in a vacuum. It's like the first domino to fall in a long line. It completely exposes a vulnerability that's been quietly building just under the surface, and now it's threatening a total collapse.
And this just lays out the scale of the problem perfectly. It has not just been White. You've got Gabriel Magalhaes still on the sidelines, Christian Mosquera also unavailable. All of a sudden, Arsenal's defensive depth chart looks terrifyingly thin. It's like one injury has pulled a single thread, and now the whole thing is starting to unravel.
This really is the question that every single Arsenal fan is asking themselves right now. Why now? Just when the momentum was building, just when that belief was really growing, this happens. Well, the answer really lies in the unique, intense pressures of a title race.
It all boils down to this one little number, +2. That is the razor-thin margin separating Arsenal from that relentless machine we all know as Manchester City. There is absolutely no room for error, no cushion, no safety net for a crisis like this. Every single point is beyond precious. And, to make matters even worse, the schedule ahead is just brutal. We're heading into the most congested, most demanding part of the season. The games are coming thick and fast, and Arsenal has to somehow navigate this treacherous period with a defense that's basically being held together with tape. So what on earth does Arteta do? This whole domino effect basically forces his hand. Jurrien Timber is probably going to be shifted out of his natural position to cover right back. And yeah, while getting Ricardo Calafori back helps a bit, the options are dangerously limited. It is a tactical nightmare, plain and simple. But this goes so much deeper than just a string of bad luck or a few guys on the treatment table. To really get a handle on the risk to Arsenal's season, we need to look at the pattern that's starting to emerge. And right here, this is the key insight. The real fear isn't just about the number of injuries they have. It's the nature of them. It's this recurring pattern of problems that's signaling a much more fundamental issue for the league leaders. I mean, just take a look at Ben White himself. This isn't his first hamstring problem this season, and that's on top of the knee issues he was dealing with last year. When your key, most important players are repeatedly breaking down, it just creates this constant state of uncertainty.
And that brings us to maybe the most important word in all of this, stability. Title-winning teams are built on it. They have this core group of players who are always available, always reliable. And right now, that is the very thing Arsenal is losing.
So all of this, it brings us to the final and really the unavoidable question. With the injuries piling up and this core issue of stability being totally exposed, what happens now? Well, the test comes immediately. The very next match is against Everton, and Mikel Arteta has no choice but to once again shuffle the deck and just hope he can pull out a winning hand. The pressure is absolutely immense, and trust me, the world will be watching. And so we are right back where we started, with the most important question of all. With their defensive core shattered and Manchester City breathing right down their necks, can Arsenal's title charge possibly survive this storm? I guess the next few weeks are going to give us our answer.